Hello friends, we start with our next session under the two-port network. Till date we have seen different type of two-port networks, combinations and different type of techniques of combinations of two-port networks. So now we'll in this video we'll go through the numerical problems of the two-port network and we'll understand how the problems when it will come into the different type of examinations, what are the methods through which you can solve those problems. If you have still not subscribed, comment and like my channel, please do it, because once you subscribe it will be more easy for you to go through all my previous sessions. The link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. You can go through it and try to understand the previous topics. So we start with this session in which we will understand how we solve the two-port problems. Okay. So we start with our problem 1. During this session, I will tell you the different techniques also, and we will see how one two-port network is converted to another two-port network. That concept we will also see in this session. Okay, so we'll start with our first problem. So friend, this is your question. In this question, you have to find the Z parameter of this overall network. However, it is mentioned that the Z parameter of this network, this two-port network, is already given as this Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Okay. Now, this is one of the question. This question was asked in GATE. So, before going for solving this problem, you have to understand that this the two-port network of this port parameter is already mentioned. So this is also if you see, this is also a two-port network. But if you talk about this is also a two-port network. So now you will see there are two different two-port networks are mentioned here. This is your first one and this is your second one. You have an information about the first one and you have to find the information about second one with the help of first one. Now how we find, we will see. So if I consider here, now please see here, if this is a two-port network, if I say that this voltage is V1, okay, this voltage as V1, this voltage as V2, not V1, this is V1, capital V1, this is capital V2, this is capital I2, this is capital I1. Here I will consider that the current is I1. Here I will consider that the voltage is V1, this is small v1, this is small v2 and the current here is small I2. Now if you talk about the port parameter of this network P, so yes, you can say that V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus of Z22 I2 as per the condition which is already mentioned here. Now if you see, your current I2 is equal to capital I2. I'm just talking about the conditions. Your current I1 is equal to capital I1. Your V2, small v2 is equal to capital V2. Yes. But if you talk about this V1, so if I apply one loop here, that is one KVL here. So see, I am applying one KVL here. So you can say that V1 minus of small v1 is equal to what? 1 into I1, because the value of this resistance is 1 ohm. Okay, it is mentioned in the problem. So from here you can say that the value of small v1 is equal to capital V1 minus of I1. Yes. Now if I put this value here, so from here you can say that the value of small v1 is what? Capital V1 minus of I1. Now if you put this value, you will get the port parameter of this overall network, that is network 2. Okay, we will find it. So if you see, the value of V1 comes to be capital V1 minus of I1. Okay, that is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. I am simply putting the values. So from here you can say that V1 is equal to 1 plus Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 is your first equation, and similarly capital V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So from here the new Z matrix comes to be what? it is 1 plus Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. This is your answer. This is your answer. Okay, so this is about the Z parameter of the two-port network, that is 2. Okay, so like that you have to solve. This is a 1 mark question asked in GATE. We'll go for the next problem. So friends, this is your next problem. This question was asked in GATE, 1 mark question. In this question they've asked the Z parameter of this lattice network. You have to find the Z parameter of this lattice network. As I mentioned in my previous session, that if you remember few of the port parameters of certain networks, so it will be more easy for you to solve this problem. Okay, otherwise you have to go through the entire solution process and it will take much of time. So this question was only asked to identify that whether you remember that equation or not. And very important thing, that the impedances mentioned here is ZB and here it is ZA. We have taken in our previous session this impedance as ZA and this as ZB, and we have identified the Z parameter as Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. So if you remember if it was a ZA and ZB, then what was the port parameter? It was ZA plus ZB upon 2 and ZA plus ZB upon 2, and here it was ZB minus ZA upon 2 and it was ZB minus ZA upon 2. Okay, so this was the condition, this was the port parameters when this impedance was ZA and this impedance was ZB, but now the condition is different. So now what will be your next new port parameters for this network? It will become this Z11 and Z22 will remain same as it is ZA plus ZB by 2 and this is also ZA plus ZB by 2, but now here this Z12 and Z21 will become what? It is ZA minus ZB by 2 and here it is ZA minus of ZB by 2. Very important, and from here you can find your answer. Okay, so simply you can write the Z parameter as Z11, Z2, so that is ZA plus ZB, so you can say it is 2J plus 2 by 2. Okay, that is ZA minus ZB, so it is 2J minus 2 by 2. This is also 2J minus 2 by 2 and this is 2J plus 2 by 2. Very simple, and you can get the answer. So that comes to be what? This parameter comes to be, it is 1 plus J, it is J minus 1, it is J minus 1, it is 1 plus J. Okay, so this you must remember. Like that you have to, like that they may ask this question. Okay, so this is about the problem of lattice network. We go for the next problem. This question was asked in one that is in BARC examination, and they've asked you have to find the value of Z11. This was a 2 mark question. You have to find the value of Z11. Okay, friends, this question was asked in BARC and you have to find the value of Z11. You have to find the value of Z11 and this is the condition. So now how you will find the value of Z11? So before going for that, you must remember V1 is Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 is Z21 I1 plus of Z22 I2. So from here you can say that the value of Z11 is what? It is V1 by I1 when I2 is 0. So you have to find Z11, but when? when I2 is 0. This will go 0. Then only you can find the value of Z11. So we will see how we find it. So for this condition, if I say this I2 current does not exist here, that means I2 is 0 here. Okay, no I2 is present here, only the voltage V2 is present here. So under that condition, if you see this I1 current, this is flowing here, this I1 current is flowing here with the concept of current division. If I say some current will flow here and some current will flow here, I will consider this current as IA. So what is the current here? This current is I1 minus of IA. Okay, and this current will flow in this manner from here. Okay, since it is open circuit, I2 is 0, so no current will flow here. So now can you apply the law of KVL and one can get the answer? Yes. How? See, one loop here and one loop here. So if I write here as V1 is equal to 5 of I1 plus of 5 of I1 minus of IA. Say this is equation first. Okay. And that comes to be 10 I1 minus of 5 IA, and that is your V1. Say this is again equation first. Now if I talk about this loop, I am applying here. So you can say that minus of 4VZ, very important, this is a dependent current source. So just keep in mind, only dependent current source or voltage source, this is a dependent voltage source. So dependent voltage source or current source, if present, then you can solve this problem, there is no issue. But independent sources are never present. Okay, this I have already explained in my previous session. So now if I apply KVL in this direction, so that will become minus of 4VZ, that is equal to 10 of IA, the current which is flowing here, and minus of 5, that is I1 minus of IA. Say this is your equation second. So from here you can say that minus of 4VZ, that is equal to what? It is 15 of IA minus of 5 I1, which is your equation second. Now if you see, we have to replace this VZ, and VZ is a dependent source whose dependency mentioned across the 5 ohm resistance. Okay, and then we have to identify what is that dependency. Just keep in mind, whenever you find a dependent network, that means some dependency is mentioned, and with the help of that only you can solve that problem. So if you see this 5 ohm resistance, and here is the voltage, what? It is VZ. This is 5 ohm. And what is the current here? That is I1 minus of IA. So simply you can apply even KVL. So you can say that the value of VZ comes to be what? It is 5 of I1 minus of IA. Since we are moving in the direction of the current, it will become a positive. So now if you put this value here, minus of 4, so I should directly write it as minus of 20. Okay, I should directly write it as minus of 20. That comes to be I1 minus of IA, that is 15 IA, and this is minus of 5 I1. Now if you solve it, that will become how much? 20 IA, and this will become 5 of IA, that is equal to 15 of I1, or you can say the value of IA comes to be 3 of I1. So you can say that the value of IA is 3 of I1 if you put this value in this equation, so you can get the answer. So from here you can say that V1 is equal to 10 of I1 minus of 5 into 3 of I1, that is 15, and this will become minus of 5 I1. So from here V1 by I1, I should write here V1 by I1, that is what? Z11, that is what? Minus of 5. This is your answer. V1 by I1, that is Z11, is equal to minus of 5. Okay, it is minus of 5. So with that, this problem is solved. We go for the next problem. So friend, this is a gate question of 2 mark, in which it was asked that it was mentioned that the ABCD parameter of a certain 2-port network is given as this. In this question, it was mentioned that if port 2 is replaced by a load of RL ohm, then you have to find the input impedance at port 1. So for understanding, if I can say this is some port this is some two-port network having parameter as mentioned as T. So definitely this is your V1, this is your I1, and this is your V2, this is your current I2. Now the condition is if this port is replaced by some resistance whose value is RL ohm. So if that port is replaced by some load resistance RL, so you have to basically find the input impedance, that is V1 by I1 at this port. When you look from here, what is V1 by I1? That is your Z in, or you can say it is input impedance. Okay, now the question, how you find it? So please see, since T parameter is given, that means V1 is equal to AV2 minus of BI2. Okay, equation first, and I1 is equal to CV2 minus of DI2. So you have to directly write whatever the parameter mentioned here, and based on that you have to solve this problem. So now if you see from here, if you apply one loop here, one KVL, so you can say that the value of V2 is equal to minus of I2 into RL. Yes. Now if you put this value in this equation, in both the equation, so from here you can say that V1 is, if you put V2 as minus of I2 RL, so you can say that it is what? It is minus of A RL plus of B into I2. Yes, and I1 you can write it as minus of CRL plus of D into I2. Again, this is your first, this is your second. Now if you divide both the equation, what will come? So this comes to be, that is V1 by I1, that is your impedance, that is your Z in, is what? ARL plus of B upon CRL plus of D. So this is your input impedance. This was a good question asked in GATE. Before going for the further problems, you have seen the Z parameters. Say you know about the Z parameter. Can you convert into Y parameters? It means you know the value of the Z parameters, but you don't know the value of Y parameters, and you have to find the Y parameters in terms of Z parameter. So how you will find? So we'll see how we find. Okay, do you understand what I am saying? That Z parameter is mentioned here. You have to find Y parameters with the help of Z parameters. Okay, so this is first condition. We'll see. I'm just explaining here how we find one parameter from other. So as I said, Z parameter is mentioned, that is, you can say that V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Okay, and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus of Z22 I2. This is mentioned, this is given. But if you talk about Y parameter, it is not mentioned here. However, you know the equation of Y parameter, that is what it is. I1 is equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. So this is the equation of Y parameters. So now you have to find the Y parameter. That means you have to find Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. When this is given here. Okay, now how you find? We will see how we find it. Okay, so first of all, you find Y11 and Y21. It is I1 by V1 and this is I2 by V1 in the condition when V2 is 0. Okay, now what you have to do, this you put this value V2 as 0 in this equation. So once you put this value of V2 as 0, so what will happen here? Please see, this comes to be Z21 is equal to Z21 I1 plus of Z22 I2, or you can say that This is your one equation, or you can say that the value of Z21 I1 is equal to minus of Z22 I2. Okay, this is one equation we have identified here. Now, if I talk about this equation, that is V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus of Z12 I2. First, we have to find the relation of I1 and V1. So we have to replace this I2. So what I will do here, that is Z11 I1 plus Z12. The value of I2 is what? It is Z21 upon Z22. It is in minus, and that comes to be I1. Okay. So from here, V1 is equal to, if I take I1 as common, so this comes to be Z11 into Z22 minus of Z12 into Z21 upon of Z22. Okay. So from here you can say that I1 upon V1, that is equal to Z22 upon, this I will call it as del Z. This figure, this I will call it as del Z. So from here you have find the value of Y11, this Y11 as what? It is Z22 upon del Z. Okay. So this is the way we find the parameters. So first we have find what? Y11. Now we'll go for Y21. Now for finding out Y21, you have to find the relation between I2 and V1. So first we have replaced the I2, now we have to replace the I1. Okay, and we'll see how the question, the solution will come. Okay, now we replace what? I1. So this comes to be V11 Z11 into, if you replace I1, so that comes to be minus of Z22 upon Z21 plus of Z12, and in bracket it is I2. So from here you can say that I2 upon V1 is equal to what? Please see, it is, I'll take minus as common, so that comes to be Z11 into Z22. Not I'm directly, I will not write here. This I will write here as V1 upon I2, that is equal to minus of, it is Z11 into Z22 minus of Z12 into Z21. It is in one bracket divided by Z21. Okay. So from here you can say that the value of I2 by V1 comes to be minus of Z21 upon del Z. Very important. Okay. Minus of Z21 upon del Z. So from here, can I write the value of Y22 and Y12 directly? Yes. The value of Y22 comes to be what? It is Z11 by del Z. And the value of Y12 comes to be minus of Z12 upon del Z. No need to find, you can directly write here. Okay, since it is a symmetrical network. Okay, so this is the way in which we convert one port parameters into another one. Okay, so one example I will also, one more example we'll consider here. And before going for that, I should write this equation in some proper form for your better understanding. From here it is clear that the y parameters in terms of z parameters is given by what? That is y11, y12, y21 and y22. So if you know the z parameters, by this equation you can directly find the y parameters. Very important. Okay. Now we will see the next conversion. Let h parameter is mentioned here, and you have to find the z parameters. Okay, it means it is given and this you have to find. Okay, that means if I talk about h parameter, so the equation for h parameter is given as v1 equal to h11 i1 plus h12 v2 and I2 is equal to h21 I1 plus h22 v2. So this is the equation of your h parameter. Okay, now this is mentioned here, it is given, and if it is given you have to find the z parameter. So that means that the equation for z parameter is v1 is equal to z11 I1 plus z12 I2 and v2 is equal to z21 I1 plus z22 I2. This you have to find and it is given. That means if you talk about z11 and z21, this you can find under the condition when v1 upon I1 and v2 upon I1 when I2 is 0. Similarly, z12 and z22, that is z12 that is v1 by I2 and it is v2 by I2 when I1 is 0. Okay, so now we will see how we find it. So for finding this, please see z11 and z21 you can find what when you can find when I2 is 0. That means if this I2 is 0, if it is 0, so it comes to be 0 is equal to h21 I1 plus of h22 v2. Okay, so once it is 0, that means h21 I1 plus h22 v2. Okay, that is equal to 0. So from here you have to put this, that is h21 I1 is equal to minus of h22 v2. Now with the help of this, putting in this equation, you have to identify the relations. So v1 is equal to h11 I1 plus of h12. See, you have to replace v2. Why? Because you have to find relation between v1 and I1. So how you replace v2? The value of v2 comes to be, it is h21 I1 upon of h22 and that is minus. Okay, h21 h22 I1, that is the value of v2. Now if you solve this, v1 upon I1 comes to be what? It is h11 h22 minus h12 h21, that is upon what? It is h22. So from here you can say that z11 is equal to, here should I write it as del h upon h22. This is our first. Okay, this is our first value. Similarly, can you find the value of v2 by I1? Yes, from here you can directly find. From here you can directly find v2 by I1. So your z21 comes to be what? It is what? v2 by I1. This comes to be h21 upon h22 in minus. So this is your z21. Okay, you have identified your z parameters when h parameters are mentioned. So z11 comes to be del h by h22 and your z21 comes to be h21 minus divided by h22. Okay, you have identified two parameters. Now we will find the next one. Okay, I should write it in one corner. The value of z11, the value of z21, we have identified as del h upon h22 and this we have identified as h minus of h21 upon h22. Okay, now for finding out z12 and z22, what is the condition? We have to take I1 as 0. Very important. We have to take I1 as 0. Now we'll see how we find it. Okay. Now if you make I1 as 0, so from both the equation this I1 goes off. Okay. So from here, from this equation you will get I2 is equal to H22 V2. Okay, and what is Z22? Z22 is equal to V2 by I2. So from here, if you see, V2 by I2 comes to be 1 by H22. Okay, V2 by I2 comes to be what? 1 by H22. So from here, you can write here the value of Z22 as 1 by H22. Okay, now you have to find the value of Z12. For finding out the value of Z12, the value is what it is? Z12 is V1 by I2. Now how you will find? Please see. From this equation, if you see, the value of V1 comes to be H12 V2. Okay, and the value of V2 you can put from here in this equation. So you can say that the value of V1 is what? It is H12 into H12 upon H22 into what? It is I2. Yes. So from here V1 by I2 comes to be what? It is H12 upon H22. So your parameter Z12 comes to be what? It is H12 upon H22. So this is your Z matrix when H matrix is mentioned. So like that you can convert any type of network into any type of two-port network, Z into H, H into Z, H into Y, Y into G, like that. Okay, so that you can do and just practice it so that you understand how to convert one port parameter into the other. Okay.